Hello, I've got a busy day. Oops. Oops. Hello, I've got a busy day ahead. I am gonna stop at a free food refrigerator that we have near the store for the community. So I'm gonna drop off some food there. And then after that, I'm gonna head into the store and get to work for the day. All right, let's get to work. These are all polished, so I'm gonna add earring backs to the earrings and then add them to our online inventory and put them on the floor. And then these are brand new little charms, so I need to add these online before I put them out in the store. And they've got little birthstones in them. So we've got, I think, February, January, and let's see, November and August. So we don't have all the months, but these were gemstones that I had in the store already. Alright, and next I'm gonna add email subscribers. So each week I take our clipboard where people add their email in the store, and I just manually add them to our subscription online. But this actually helps quite a few people sign up. I keep it by the door. right, the shop is closed now, so come with me to kind of straighten up and close down the store. And then after I do that, I'm gonna start working on some jewelry. This is almost the only thing we sold today. We sold tons of these. They are little hair clips that look like cowboy boots. Aren't they so cute? Everybody loves them for gifts to bring back home. So that was kind of our #1 seller today. And then always popular is our stacking rings and our silver studs. So I've got lots of different designs of those. Over here, got lots of shapes. And these are either $20 or $25 depending on the size. And then we got some new stuff in lately. Got some postcards, these really pretty prints on handmade paper, and these little pouches. And then, of course, your Christmas tree needs a cowboy boot if you're visiting Nashville. And then we sold out of, we had one hat that said y'all. We sold it of that one. And then our howdy and cowboy hat. The cowboy hat is my favorite. I just think it's funny. But surprisingly, hats have been super popular. And I'm working on restocking our sunflower ring. That's one of our best-selling rings. It's flat on the bottom, so you can kind of stack it up with other rings that you have. Or it looks really good with this ring stacked with it. Our forget-me-not flower band. So it's forget-me-not flowers all the way around. All right, so we're gonna turn the lights off on the cases. We're pretty low in inventory, so the cases are kind of empty. And then I need to get my keys and we'll open this case up. Where did I put my keys? Oh, right here. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then I have these little tap lights that go in this case because it's not wired and it's metal, so we kind of have to cut a hole out of it before we wire it. We've got, I'm surprised this ring hasn't sold yet. It's pink tourmaline with butterfly and then little pieces of 14 karat gold. And it looks even prettier in person. I think this iPhone camera doesn't quite do it justice. I know it's pricier compared to our other pieces, but I think it's so unique. And it's way pinker in person. I don't know why it's coming up like my skin tone, but we've got better pictures of it on our website if you're interested. And it's a size 8.5. All right, we recharge the batteries. It's not the most effective thing to do, but that's what we're working with. Just gonna take batteries out of that. All right, I'm gonna charge it down there and then unplug our diamond light. Things are much more difficult one-handed. Right now I'm gonna straighten up back here. XTool away. Get my planner and notebooks. I'm not working tomorrow, so I'm gonna make sure it's nice for the person coming in tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna eat a snack. I didn't eat all the lunch that I brought, so I'm gonna finish that. I got our hand sanitizer from 2020. There's a couple of distilleries here in the building, and they made some hand sanitizer, and we still have like a bunch of like liters of it from then. Bright orange and some yogurt. And I just thought maybe I'd chat about small businesses and the holidays and this year, 2023. So I feel like it's been slow for us. Not a crazy difference over last year, but you know, not the growth that we had hoped to see this year. And I've seen so many other small businesses say the same thing, that this year is like one of the hardest years for them, and things have slowed down quite a bit. And I know like the economy is probably a big part of that. You know, people aren't like buying frivolous things, you know, spending extra money on things that they don't really need. And then I do think like during COVID, there were a lot of people that had, you know, they still had their income, and they had a lot of downtime to just like sit online and shop, and that's, you know, not happening right now. But I do think quite a few things have affected it. Other small businesses say that this year has been really hard for them as well. So if you have a small business and you've been kind of feeling the pain this year, I'm sorry. Hopefully we'll have a better year next year. Ours hasn't been horrible, but it's just not as good as I was hoping. So I've got a lot going on, and it's hard for me to keep up with like social media and emails and then making it too. So I'm trying to figure out ways to take some stuff off my plate and be a little bit better at those things. So I think I'm really good with like social media for a month, and then after that I'm terrible for, you know, multiple months in a row. And consistency is what everybody says you need. So I'm pretty much the opposite of consistent with everything that I do. We had our pre-order sale this past weekend. I started it last year. We typically don't do sales because I try to price our items well. Like, so I'm not going to inflate the prices just because I want us to have sales later on and push those sales. So anyway, and we haven't raised our prices in like 5 years for a lot of the things that I still sell. So that's something I need to focus on next year too, I think. But anyway, so last year was our first pre-order sale. I just let people pre-order items that they may want to gift for the holidays. So that makes sure whatever they want is going to be actually in stock and made for the holidays. So they order it, I make it, and then ship it to them before Christmas, like before the Christmas cutoff date. So like I said, last year was our first year, and we did it again this year, and we did almost double the number of orders and over last year. But last year we sold more gold, so last year, like financially, like numbers wise, we did better than this year because silver is a lot cheaper. But I was really excited to see quite a few people had ordered. It was their first time shopping with us, so I'm always excited to see new people. You know, we do our best to share the products here in our store, and online is, you know, the Wild West. There's so much out there, so many people talking, so it is really hard to get found online. So we're always thankful for people that find us online, because I know buying something that maybe you haven't seen in person is a little trickier, you know, if it's a business you haven't shopped with before. And as always, thankful for our returning customers too. I might do a small sale for like this Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, with our like $20-$25 pieces, and do like buy two get one half off or something. I haven't decided. We're a week away. I know that's not the way to do it, but I just haven't had a lot of time to plan ahead this year, so I'm trying to make notes and be sure to plan early next year. So we'll see. You guys keep me accountable for that. I found out this week that Spotify is now allowing premium users like 15 hours of free audiobooks. So I'm super excited. I love to read, but I don't have time to do it right now. So I listen to like a lot of podcasts and a lot of audiobooks, and I usually use Libby, which is like the library's app where you can download free audiobooks and books, but you are checking them out, so there's only like a certain number. So a lot of times if a book's really popular, then it's like you have to wait months before you can actually check it out. So this is cool for those books that I want to read, but I want to read them right now. And I am currently listening to the 12-week year, which talks about like basically planning in 12 weeks at a time instead of the whole year. And that way you're held more accountable for what you're doing. So at the end of the 12 weeks, you sit down and evaluate what you're doing, or you're basically pushing until the end of the 12 weeks to hit your goal instead of the whole year as a whole. So I'm trying to, you know, like I said, get better at planning. If you have any book recommendations, let me know. Our tiny little office doubles as like a break room. So we've got a desk, which is what you're sitting on, and then our fridge, a microwave, and then just like storage stuff and cleaning stuff back here. Alright, I was looking for my lunchbox, but that's what you're sitting on. Alright, let's go make some joy. I've got these sunflower rings that I soldered, and if you can see, they are not round. So I'm going to put them on my ring mantle and hammer them into a ring shape. This has the ring sizes on it. When you put the ring on it, you can see what size it is. And I think I need to shape it just a little bit more. It's almost to the size it needs to be. I hit my finger. I usually don't, and I hit it once last week, and that poor spot on my finger just keeps getting abused. So. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to liver of sulfur these. I think I showed you in the last video kind of what that looks like. So I'm going to liver sulfur these. I have our other sunflowers. So these are just kind of filling in the sizes that were sold out. And then I've got this one that I still need to solder. I think that's all. Yeah. So all the other ones are made. Alright, I'm just lining up the ends of the ring so I can solder it. You want them to be flush so there's no gap. Just on the ends a little bit to help it sit more flush. I've got some bar studs to solder, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We need soldered posts. What else we need? Flux. Beautiful paintbrush for the flux. So flux is basically what you paint on where you're gonna solder. It makes sure that the area is clean, and it also helps your your solder flow. So I'm gonna just put right where that meets. And then there's a few different ways to apply your solder. And I probably do all of them, just depends on the project, but I'm gonna go ahead and add the solder to the seam while the flux is still wet. It sticks to the flux. And then another way to do it is to add it to like your solder board, and then use your solder pick and heat up the solder and kind of pick it up with your pick, and then you'll put it on the piece while you're heating it up with your torch. So I'll do that sometimes. It just depends on what I'm doing. And then I need my torch. All right, now I'm gonna work on our bar stud. So I typically line up a bunch of these to kind of work on together. And then just kind of like a production line, so it helps it go a little faster. And I'm gonna flux in. And add the solder. My cross-locking tweezers to hold the earring post, and they actually will hold. So in order to open it, you have to push right here and it opens it up. So that's really nice. You don't have to hold on to the tweezers while you're soldering. I'm gonna put some flux on that there. Now, 15 more to go. Into the pickle. So pickle just helps clean where we soldered. So see how that's nice and bright white. We're clean. I'm all packed up and I'm about to head home, but I wanted to say thank you for watching today as I worked in my store and my studio. And I would like to know if you've subscribed or seen a couple of my videos, what kind of videos would you like to see? So I'm trying to plan for next year. All of these videos that I've done so far, just kind of like testing out since I'm pretty new to YouTube. But I would love to know what you would like to see. Do you want to see more vlogs? Like more of what I'm already doing, or are there other things that you would like me to talk about or show? With the business side or anything like that. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Bye.